Hello, and here's a tutorial on how to build a Lego Tropius. First, for the legs, take a 1x2 yellow plate with a slope on one of the studs, and take a 1x2 tan plate and put it on the empty stud like that, and then on the open spot, even it out with a 1x1 tan stud like this. We're going to do that for both of the feet, and then the other 2 feet are going to be done in a different way. Then on top of that, we're going to put a 1x2 tan brick on both, and then on top of that, in different ways, you're going to put an upward slope brick 2x2 in tan, one facing right and the other facing left. Then we're going to make Tropius's body, so it's going to be 3 layers alternating strategy. The first is going to be a 4x6 tan plate, and then 2 1x6 tan plates on the edge. The way that we're going to connect those is with 3 2x6 tan plates. One on the edge, one in the middle, and then one on the other edge. And then we can put the tan plates below as shown, as you can see there. Then we're going to repeat exactly what we did on the bottom layer with another tan plate in the middle, and then more 1x6 tan plates on the edge. Then you can put the legs that we just made under the 2 corners like that. For the back legs, we're going to take 2 2x2 tan plates and stack them together. We're going to do that twice. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take another 2x2 tan plate and put it on each. And then once we have that, we're going to take 2 of these yellow 2x1 plates with slopes for each leg. And put them on so they look like that. And then with this empty space, we're going to fill it with a 2x1 tan plate on both, so the legs end up looking like this. And then we can put them in the remaining 2 corners so that the bottom of Tropius's body looks like that. And that's just so we have different legs. It looks better if we don't make them all the same. So then what we're going to do is take a 2x4 tan brick and place it in the middle of the back, like that. Then we're going to take a 1x2 tan brick and place it right in front of that. So we have one empty space, and we're going to fill that empty space with an upward sloped green brick, 2x2. Then we're going to take downward sloped 2x2 tan bricks, 4 of them, and put them along the side of the 2x4 brick like this. Then we're going to take 2 2x2 green downward slope bricks and put them along the remaining spots so we create this structure. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take 3 solid 1x4 tan plates and put them over the body. And then in the 4th spot from the back, we're going to put a normal 1x4 tan plate. Then what we're going to do is on the sides here and here, we're going to place 2 sets of 2 1x1 green slope pieces. Then, in the empty slot next to the slope pieces, we're going to put a 2x2 tan plate, and then a 2x2 downward sloped green brick. Then what we're going to do is in this part in the front, we're going to put a 2x1 tan brick, and then a 2x1 tan plate to even it out. And then on top of that, we're going to put 2 tan bricks, 2 by 2, to make the neck. And then we'll deal with this in a little bit. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to start to make Tropius's neck. So you're going to use one of these like tan wheel axle pieces that you'll see in cars and other Technic sets. And you're going to put that on the edge so that the circle's on the side here. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take these two 1 by 1 sloped plates in tan, and then take two 1 by 2 solid tan plates with no studs, and it really doesn't matter in which way you orient them because it's on a 2 by 2 plate. And then we have that. Then what we're going to do is put that for aside a second, and we're going to have one of these green Travis bricks with 5 different studs, and then the bottom's just going to be a normal hole. And then in the front here, at the top, we're going to put 2 of these 1 by 1 green plates stacked together to make the top longer. Then on this part here, and it doesn't really matter which side you want to call that, we're going to put a 1 by 2 plate, and then we're going to put a 1 by 2 single stud plate, both in green. On the sides, centered, so on this center stud here, we're going to place these 2 by 2 single stud green plates. And then on the bottom here, not this bottom, the bottom here with this stud, we're going to put a 2 by 1 single stud plate. So you can see we have a box here of single studs. We've just made it a bigger box than it was before. So this one we're going to consider the top here. So the one that's not even, the one that's slightly taller. And what we're going to do with that one is we're going to take a 2 by 3 green plate and we're going to place the stud on top of it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make Tropius's head, which means we're going to take this downward slope 2 by 2 green, and then we're going to place on the bottom, so on the part that's not sloped, a 2 by 1 white plate, and on the part that is sloped, a 2 by 1 tan plate. Then below both of those, a 2 by 2 tan plate. Then on the part on the side that is sloped, a 2 by 1 black. On the part that isn't, a 2 by 1 tan, and then under both, a 2 by 2 tan. And we create this. And we're going to put that under the plate right there. And that'll essentially be Tropius's head. And then we're just going to put a 2 by 2 and a 1 by 2 or a 3 by 2 plate to just cover up the head there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take these studs here and connect them to this hole in the Technic wheel brick. Just like that. To make Tropius's head. Now in these holes here, we're going to put bananas for Tropius. So one there, pointed downwards, one there, and then one under the head. And that'll look like the bananas in Tropius's head. Then on the back here, we're going to take 4 of these large leaf pieces. We're going to put one halfway through there, one halfway through on the right. Then with the last 2, we're going to place them, the last stud of them, on the last stud of this one, and the same with the other one. We'll put it on the last stud here, and then we have Tropius's leaves as well. So that's a Lego Tropius.